I've been thinking a lot about the word blueprint lately. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about it, and it's been heavy on my head. I had a plan to do an entirely different video, but something tells me that maybe I have a message for y'all. Like, I'm gonna just start going with what I feel and not going against that. This is part of the blueprint process. And I just coined that right now. So, like, if anyone uses it, it's mine. The blueprint process. For me personally, I'm really learning that I can turn myself into anything and anyone that I want to be. I'm learning the power that I have as a person and as an energy source. And I'm not saying this on like a spiritual level. I'm not trying to speak that way. I just mean it in that way. Like, there's something about my energy, there's something about my body and how I observe things these days where I know exactly what I want, what I don't want, what I want to be around, what I want to manifest to, what I'm going to become. And I am the blueprint of that. So if I activate my world in certain ways, it's basically the same thing as manifesting, but literally knowing that you are the beginning, the middle, and the end. Point blank. Everything happens because you make it happen. I used to think that things happen to me. I used to think that people make me feel a certain way. I used to think that people and the way that they treat me is going to change the way that I treat myself and the way that I live my life. And what I have learned, I feel like I have learned this just recently, is that I have the control to do and change everything in my life. I do. I put myself in front of the people I want to be around. I choose what I want to do with my life. I choose how disciplined I want to be. I choose how much I want to fester in a moment. I choose all of that. So if I start looking at things in that way more, I feel like it's going to allow me to better plan my future and my present. I feel like I'm having a serious awakening right in front of everyone, in front of my camera, but obviously you're going to see it. And it's really interesting. And I'm really proud of myself and who I've become and who I am consistently growing into. And I want to let you know and remind you that you have the power to do the very same thing. You have the power right now, no matter what circumstance you're in, to apply certain structures in yourself to be the very best version of yourself. And it happens overnight. You can literally choose to wake up in the morning and say, now I'm going to drink green juice every day. It's as simple as that. You can literally wake up and say, you know what? It's February what? What's today? It's February 8th. I'm going to read a book every single week for the rest of my life. And you will do it if you actually do it. And you can. I feel like there's this inner part of ourselves that talks to us and literally tells us, you can't do this. Like, I'm sure you can do it for a little while, but you're going to give up after no time. Like, you're only going to do this for 3 weeks. Sure, you're going to work out, but you're going to stop after a week. Sure, this is this, but it's going to be hard. Sure, you can stop drinking, but you're going to miss out next weekend. Sure, you can do that. It's just, there are so many things that we constantly tell ourselves. And if you notice, it's to satisfy other people. Because that's what you're doing. Every single time you go against yourself and helping yourself and investing in your health and in your wellness, your mindset, your happiness, investing in reflecting so that you can understand your flaws and why they are your flaws. Every time that you do that, you grow a little bit. You grow a little bit because you're putting an emphasis onto yourself. You're learning and you're understanding yourself. And you're manipulating your own life. You're changing your own life. If you're sitting and drowning in a situation, for example, I know where I want to be in a year. I know that I'm not going to get there if I only post one video per day, or if I post nothing, or if I just sit down and think about it. But you know what will get me closer to my goal? If I do something every single waking day. Every single day I do something about it to get closer to that thing. Whether it be health, whether it be success, whether it be anything, teaching yourself something. There's one thing that really upsets me, and it's this idea that adults, once they're parents or once they're like a certain age, it's like, I'm an adult. You can't tell me what to do. I don't do that. I've been here. I've done this. And it's like, yeah, we are all going through that. But you don't just stop when you reach an age and like, oh, I've settled, I've landed, I've arrived, that is it. Now I'm old, I'm done, and I lived my life. What do you mean? It doesn't stop there. When you start to like put this hold on your mindset, this is when everything stops for you, like mentally, physically, emotionally, success wise, with your family and friends. There's this notion that there's no room for growth and there's no room for learning. And every single day there is. And every single day you have to remind yourself that you are the blueprint. I'm doing that for myself right now. And I'm trying to love myself even more than I have been the last 2 years. I feel like I have been loving myself in a way where I look at myself differently. I treat myself differently. I make sure I write certain things down. And it's been working. It's been really working. It's been fruitful. But I'm taking it up a notch. I'm taking it up a notch in every instance, physically, mentally, successfully, discipline-wise, just connection-wise with people, with friends, with family. You know, I want to be the very, very best version of myself. I don't want to live on this planet not being the best version of myself. I don't want to be disappointed in myself and look back and say, I should have done this, I could have done that, I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. I want to look at myself and say, holy shit, every decade you went hard. Every decade you just, you kept climbing the ladder and you didn't stop, Nicole. And that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to inspire and continue to inspire people. One thing that I've been learning about myself that I haven't really been able to vocalize because I feel like it's cocky. I feel like it's, I feel like people would assume that it's to me being full of myself. But on the contrary, I have been noticing that what I say, like when I speak to people, when I interact with people, friends, family, distant family members, whoever it is, I really believe that my word affects them in a really good way. I feel like people do get inspired by me, and I see people's lives change in different ways, not because of me, but maybe it started because of just something that I planted in their head, and I helped them to continue to believe in themselves or to give themselves that extra push, if that makes any sense. And I'm really noticing that, and I'm seeing that a lot, and that's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly who I am, and it's exactly what I want to continue to do with my life. And I can't wait until I have the financial means behind me so that I can start certain programs and foundations and things that I've always wanted to do and things that I always wish I had. I want to do that for people all around the world, all around the world. That's a part of my dream. One of them is obviously going to be a film school, a film production company. 2000%. I will have that. I will have that. And I will make some of the most immaculate projects. And I will get to work with Ava DuVernay. And I will get to work with Misha Green. And I will get to work with Oh my God, Jennifer Lopez and freaking, I want to say Leonardo DiCaprio, but right now he's really getting under my skin with this dating 19-year-olds. And he has been my dream. Him working with him, his work ethic, his talent, and he has been my dream since I was a child. He is the reason why I wanted to act, and his behavior throughout these years and dating these young women is really, really triggering. And man, it's so fucking unnerving. It's unnerving because now he has to sit on the back burner. But Jesse Williams, Stephen Amell, John Leguizamo, I want to work with these people. I will work with these people before I pass on, and you guys are going to get to see all the work that I've been dreaming of doing. And everything that I've ever wanted to do, I'm going to do, because I'm the blueprint. I am the blueprint. I forge my own reality. I create what I want to create, and I will build the life that I deserve and that I want and that is coming and that I have. Because the life I have is the life I have right now is the very life I wanted a couple of years ago. So I know that this is working. I know that the changes that I'm making are being implemented. They are manifesting. So that is why I feel I can sit here and beg of you to become your own dream. And you can have multiple dreams. You don't have to have one. You don't have to be a one-trick pony. There is no such thing as a niche. I am the niche. I am the niche. You are the niche. Remember, there are a million red lipsticks. There are a million red lipsticks out there. But there are certain lipsticks that stick out. Okay, we think of Riri Woo. We still think of that from MAC. We still think about that Revlon red that stands out amongst all those other reds. So I say that to say this. Just because your dream or what you want to do or create may be already out there, it doesn't mean that it will not prevail because of who is behind the brand. It's always who's behind the brand. Who's behind the message? Who's behind the product? Who's behind the success? That's the fucking niche. And that is you. Your personality, who you are, your drive. That is what you bring to the table, and that is what makes you stand apart from everyone else. It's something that it has taken me years to learn. I'm still learning it. I'm still trying to fully grasp it, but I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it, and I wanted to let you all know that. And life feels good when you're going hard for what you want. But when you sit there, make excuses, and I don't mean excuses like serious life excuses. I don't mean those types of excuses. Those are reasons. Those are fucking serious hiccups that are put in your way. They're put in your way, and you have to fight tooth and nail to get through them, because I understand. I've had those too. I constantly have them till this day, but I'm not letting them stand in my way. And that's what I'm saying. The excuse would be, this is what I mean by the excuse. Oh, but there's so many things going on in my life, and then you just sit there and allow the so many things to go on in your life and allow yourself to continue doing the same things and not making any changes. That's where it turns into an excuse. That's where it turns into, now you're just being lazy, and now you're playing victim at this point. You're not making any changes. But when you start making these changes, when you start putting this love into yourself that supersedes the love that anyone could give you, because only you can give yourself that level of love. When you start to do that, and then you put the love that you have into the things that you love, and you put discipline into it, and you make it something that you're obsessed over, life is gonna fucking happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. And you're really not gonna realize it. It's gonna feel like little short goals or little short wins until you look back at it and say, but wait, all of this happened for me? I made all of this happen? That's how I want everyone to look at life. That's how we can all look at life. That's how I've been looking at it. That's how I've been doing it. My fitness, I'm working out like crazy. I'm changing my body. I'm changing my body because I can, because I want to, because I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling this certain level of insecurity. And we're always going to have insecurities. We're always going to have things that make us feel weird. Like, I lately have been feeling so weird when I put makeup on. But I said, you know what, Nicole? Do it the way you used to do it when you used to love it. So I did that today. I didn't do much. I just did a little foundation, a little skincare, zhazhazhou. I did a lip, which is by Flourishing Faces. It's a beautiful matte lip. I did a mascara and I did an eyebrow. And I feel fucking good. And I'm filming today. That's a part of my blueprint. I said, I'm not letting this day go by. I'm not letting 3 o'clock appear without filming. I'm about to be done. And it's only 2:20. And now I have 3 hours. I can edit. I can work on my project that I'm working on. I'm doing everything I want to do. I think that if you're doing this, you should vlog it for yourself, just so that you can see your changes. Do little voice memos, little voice journals. Be there for you, because that's all that matters. I am in a happy marriage. I am with a partner, with a person that, woo, you could not have told me I was going to end up in this type of relationship. I feel like I've lucked out for what I've been put through in my life, for what I've gone through in previous relationships, for what I've gone through in general. The blessing that I have with this relationship has made me feel a level of safety and a level of, I'm ready to fucking go harder for myself. And we are both doing that for one another, but separately for ourselves. Like, the way that we are going hard for our lives right now as individuals and what we love, and then we're gonna merge it together. That's our plan. It's what we're working on and it's what we're doing. So if you have a partner, do that. It's immaculate. Thank you for watching. Thanks for checking the vibe, and come back later this week because you'll see Justin's corner. Peace out. Also, this setting, so cute.